Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are working on ending the Iberian struggle, and this is starting to be reframed from being a medium-term goal into being a short-term goal. Reason being, of course, we only need to convert 3 additional counties. We're at 11 of 14 right now, and at this point, we're working on 2 of those. So we have this faith conversion, which is going to work because this is already Basque, and we have this cultural conversion, which is going to work because this is already Catholic. So both of these are going to be finishing up relatively soon-ish, and then we'll need 1 additional county. So we can look around here. I believe everything currently within the Kingdom of Andalusia, actually not all, but everything that is already Basque is, I believe, already Catholic. Yeah. So that's definitely something that is getting close. We're very, very close to getting that done. We're going to tick forward. I'm not too concerned about further expansion for the moment, especially if... Okay, that's not real. Okay. We'll not have you pollute our towns. Phenomenal. And can we ask the Pope for gold? What's he at? He is at 1179. Okay, so not for a bit then. That is okay. We're going to do some upgrades here, and we're working on our conversions. So we're going to get a barracks upgrade. That's absolutely fine. We could join this guy's hunt. I think we'll pass on that for the moment. Yeah, these are getting quite expensive over here. We really should be working more up this way because there's a lot of cheaper upgrades that need to happen here. I would love to get windmills here. Unfortunately, we can't do that. Forest forts? That eventually gives a percentage increase to holding taxes. It's only 2%. So it's not a lot of percent, but I guess we can do that. Let's see, this is Basque. Okay, this is actually the wrong faith. Noted. Is that considered within the kingdom of... Okay, that's within Navarra, so that doesn't actually matter. Cool. So that's completely fine. We are going to continue to work on these upgrades here. This bishopric is eventually going to be wanting... I think we want to go for the blacksmith upgrade. So we'll get that going. And eventually we'll end the Iberian struggle. At that point, we can start expanding up into France. Our brilliant gemstone and fine sword was destroyed. That's fine. No concerns at all there. Over here in Malagon, we can certainly get a militia camp upgrading. That always seems good. And we're mostly interested right now. Our son loves us unconditionally. Okay, cool. So we're going to not cry here, or try not to, and lose some stress. Do we want to lose additional stress? Well, we could sell trivial titles. And we're going to do that. That's 1,500 gold. And that's a very good thing to be doing right now. A true and loyal vassal, bringing us an additional 900 gold. And he's indebted to us somehow. Okay, we're going to upgrade this blacksmith. We're going to upgrade this barracks. And a lot of these upgrades, as I said, are getting quite expensive. So we do work our way through this rather quickly. Gold is spent. Actually, this just started an upgrade on its own. So that's absolutely wonderful. They can, in fact, do that. Faith conversion task just finished. Okay. Wonderful. So we are going to work on converting faith, I think, honestly, up here in Zaragoza. Because at this point, basically all of Andalusia is the correct religion, except for this up here, right? So we would do something like that. It's mostly going to be cultural conversions at this point that we need. However, that does put us at 12 out of the 14 that we need. So we need 2 total promote culture conversions. Sounds great. That sounds absolutely wonderful. We're going to get a blacksmith upgrade going over here. After all, we could use more cash. We're only making 270. Unfortunately, our friend has died. Our best friend. We could become... That's a pretty good chance of becoming melancholic. We'll roll the dice here and see what happens. Okay, we got some level of catharsis, bringing our stress level up. So we've got a mental break going on here, obviously. And deserted halls is reasonably fine. So we're going to lose 120 stress here. That's a good amount of stress loss, but we do require additional if we can. So all things considered, that wasn't too bad. We don't have a court chaplain. This guy's our new court chaplain. He does endorse us, but not fully. 206 gold, and we'd lose 200, or rather 56 stress. Let's do that, and then he is now maximally endorsing us. Beautiful. So unfortunately, we are above our domain limit by 1 here. So we will have to hand something out, most likely. So what caused our stewardship to drop? Reclusive, drunkard. That's expected. Our wife is on managed domain. Okay, just wanted to double check that. Well, we'll take the lower amount of stress here. Either way, it's a lot of stress. This guy's probably going to die fairly soon. Sure, show this guy in. What a shambles. We'll lose additional stress there. Perfect. What are we at here? We're feeling fine, actually, for the time being. We're at 57 in terms of our age, and this guy is our heir right now. I want to... Let's see here. Who do we want to have educate him? Probably our wife. Okay, there we go. So he's on stewardship focus. We can't send him to university at this point, which is sad. Now, Madrid is at 32 development. Can we build our university now? Actually, we can, once we finish these horizontal windmills. So that might not be a bad thing. That'll allow us to send to university, which is expensive, but I think it's fine. I don't like being above our domain limit here, but I think that we have no real option. We are on domain focus right now. We're working towards divided attention, and that will solve it once we get that done. But that's a ways out. So for now, we're going to upgrade our water mills, and our sister died, bringing our stress level back up. Cool. So for now, we'll upgrade these hunting grounds. We've got a water mill upgrade that we can do. That all looks good. A duchy on, rather, a claim on Upper Burgundy. Okay, we can't attack these guys. Indeed, we cannot attack them. I'm not too interested in pushing further into Africa at this moment, even though this has converted very, very quickly. I mean, that's good. So the apple is falling. Do we want him to fall far from the tree or not? He's... Well, this is not our heir. A varying skill set is only beneficial. We're going to keep him in his learning focus. He is not our heir, so that's probably fine. For the time being, I would like to upgrade this barracks. God will indeed judge these sinners, I'm sure. And we are going to grab defensive measures here. Perfect. So organize muster rolls into popular figurehead into divided attention. That's like 9 years out. Odds are reasonable that we're not going to live that long. How old is our son? 9? Okay. We did just discover urbanization, and we can get a new fascination. So we definitely want to do so. We're done with the early medieval tree at this point. In the high medieval tree, we have pretty much everything we want. Banking is getting exposed at this moment. Beyond that, I mean, there are some other things that we want. I guess we can grab advanced bow making to upgrade our archers to crossbowmen. That's something we can do. Sure. Of course, we could go into the into the late medieval era, but for now, I think we'll avoid that. I'd like to allow that to come by via spreading for the moment. So that'll be okay. We'll upgrade these water mills. That's all looking good. And we'll get a blacksmith upgrade going. Phenomenal. So checking in on those borders, yes, we want to continue to upgrade in this county. So that all seems fine. I do want to get a windmill upgrade going here as soon as possible, which is now. Cool. Challenge to board game. Sure, we'll play some chess. What are we good at? We're kind of bad at chess. Okay, so it looks like our best bet here is to go via learning. And we're kind of bad at it, so we'll see how this goes. We won! Okay, an excellent match. Cool. We're still at stress level 2, so that's a thing. I would like to get an upgrade going over here. Certainly, upgrading our barracks would be the way to go. As soon as we've got the gold, we'll get that going. There we go. Phenomenal. Hey, Pope. I don't suppose you have any gold. Actually, he does. How much does he need? 4,500? That's a lot of gold. Okay, so the Pope is probably never going to get 4,500 gold. For the record. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. But I think that's unlikely. That abhorrent fiend, indeed. So we're instead going to come down here and upgrade this city holding. I would love to upgrade this city center. Unfortunately, it's Aragonese, so we can't actually upgrade this. Sad. Forgot about that. Windmills, we can definitely get that going, though. No doubt about that one. This city holding, again, we cannot upgrade because Aragonese. And it's going to be a while before we get these converted over. Which is sad. Very sad. Our rival died, and we're no longer quite as stressed. Honestly, that's probably good. Our child is no longer sickly, and that's fine too. Once again, Aragonese here. So a lot of these we simply cannot upgrade at this time. They're just the wrong culture. So a lot of this up here is currently maxed out. We will get that fixed, but ending the Iberian struggle is actually a significantly bigger deal at this point. So I guess we would upgrade our infirmaries here. That's pretty expensive. We cannot upgrade the blacksmiths yet because the Basque culture is missing royal armory, which is, of course, in the late medieval period. So for now, we're going to get this monastery building to make us additional money. And this city upgrade would be absolutely a good thing. So we'll likely do that. Ooh, this is a lot of stress. No, the nobles know best, as we always have. So that brings us up to stress level 2, which is expected at this point, to be honest. I think that building our city center here is probably the most important upgrade that we can do in this particular city holding. These upgrades are cheaper, to be sure, but I would rather get this one going. So we'll do that. There's a scheme at court. I'm absolutely shocked about this. Not really at all. Efficient taxation from Madrid. Nice. So plus 10% holding taxes out over here. Always great. Show in this guy in his 50 gold. Yes. And what is this? A ransom? Pays 10 gold to us. Cool. Out of curiosity, how long on that cooldown? Okay, it feels like we should have access to extort subjects very soon. We can certainly indulge in drink, and we're going to do that. And then we're going to seclude ourselves and lash out. Cool. So that drops our stress down to 104. That's much better. We just want to drop that down for a bit. What is this faction? Liberty. Interesting. So this is a real faction. And we're probably going to end up fighting them. I think that's absolutely fine. I would also like to build this university here. We're actually really close to being able to do it. So let's get that done. That's now 4 years away. Yeah, building a university is pretty expensive, but I do think it's relatively worthwhile. We've already got the city walls of Toledo over here, and in Molina we can certainly get ourselves a hunting ground upgrade. So I think we're going to allow this faction to fire, and then we're just going to fight them, is the way this is going to end up going. Our men-at-arms are, I think, acceptable for doing this. Should be fine. Our income is more than acceptable. We'll let the trader be known to all. And now the question is, designating a selfless regent now may help your son and heir if you die too early. Okay, so a designated regent, the regent presumptive, would currently be our wife, with her loyalty being situation. I think it's fine, though. It should be absolutely fine. She should be fairly selfless. It'll be her son, after all. So that'll be a good bonus for that particular situation. I don't think that's a problem. We can negotiate an alliance with this count, but he won't accept. So overall, I think that we're just waiting on this Liberty faction at this point. We are going to want... Oh, wow, this is actually maxed out. We are going to continue to upgrade. That's definitely a thing that's going to happen. We would love to get a hill farm upgrade going here. That all looks good. 30 opinion, sure. And throw him in jail. Phenomenal. Throw all of them in jail. Okay, so they're 5 months away from firing the Liberty faction. This guy, although this is his actual holding, is the one that would be the one that would be rebelling. Okay. So he's Catholic and Andalusian. That's not the worst thing in the world. We can definitely do something about that. So they can send their ultimatum in 3 months. There's not really a point in pre-raising quite yet. We'll see about a stewardship lifestyle perk. That would be really handy for us right now. Okay, so we're just kind of building up cash at the moment. Let's save this money. We have 1,700 gold now. We should definitely get an upgrade going here. So we'll build the stables. We're going to come on over here and upgrade some hillside grazing lands. This is, of course, maxed for the moment. And we will upgrade these blacksmiths. I don't think there's anything else that we can really upgrade at this time, but that seems absolutely fine. So 2 months now. This guy's trying to claim our throne. Hilarious. And 1 month away. Okay. We could post guards or lose control level. We'll take the road progress and the road quality. There we go. That'll do. So at this point, they're 1 month away from sending their ultimatum, right? We should probably consider pre-raising at this moment. So we're going to raise all of our forces here. They can send their ultimatum now at any time. Now the question is, how long are they going to be chilling here? Construction lessons learned for 10 years, and the quality and progress would increase by 1. Do it. Excellent. So any moment now, these guys are going to send their demand. And that's what we want. We want them to send their demand. For now, of course, over here in Toledo, I would like to upgrade our 100-acre fields. There we go. There's a scheme at court, and absolutely no one is shocked by this. 900 gold. It's a lot of gold, but we're going to do it. That does put us in debt temporarily, but this is going to be a very brief situation. We're not going to be in debt for long. Our counselor died of old age, and this was our guy that was converting here. We're going to put this guy in. He's got 13 months left on this conversion, and this is going to rebel, so that's going to go away, isn't it? We're actually going to get them back on the road. There we go. And will not be threatened. So this guy sent his demand, and we're going to immediately start up our siege here. But with him raising there, I want to split off our siege force around here. And we're going to have these guys come on over and fight over here while we siege. So we're going to take down his capital, and we're going to fight him very, very swiftly here. Unfortunately, part of his force got away there. Not all of it. Definitely not all. Okay. So this seems okay. We're going to come down over this way and see about cutting these off. Stewardship lifestyle perk unlock. Excellent. So we're definitely going to grab organized muster rolls and popular figurehead, because we just got a normal stewardship lifestyle perk as well. Divided attention is now significantly closer. They are backing off over this way, which is not great for them, but we don't catch them here, sadly. They're trying to embark here. These guys are a little fast. But we are going to catch some of them here. Only 500? Okay. Unfortunately, we have to turn around now, which is very, very sad. This is, of course, a Liberty War, so their goal is to take our capital. The reason we had to turn around here is these guys were potentially threatening our siege force, and actually so are these guys. So we definitely need to make our way on up. We have no leadership here. This guy should be in charge. Okay. So we're at 29% war score right now. What is their plan here? Out of curiosity. Are they going to try to group all of their forces here? I guess I could see that. Huh. I think we're just going to keep our forces close together for the time being and look for opportunities here. I'm not going to respond to what they've got going on over here, although we might want to respond to what's going on over here. With these guys turning around, we can fight them here. These guys are recently disembarked. And then we can move this way so that we're not threatened, hopefully, by this force. So we fight here. An oath of true friendship. Yeah, we accept that. These guys are going to have to run away, sadly. We're too threatened by this force at this moment. But we win that battle, and we can turn back around over here. These guys actually have quite a lot of forces over here. We're going to group our siege force back together, and we're going to head up over here. They're actually making for an attack up over here. I don't think this is a good thing for them. So this is in hills. This is a good defensive location for us. And yeah, they're running away, but we can catch them here. Part of their force, anyway. So catching part of this force allows us to stack wipe it. And then we can head off over this way. Okay, they're now heading down here. We're 43%. I'm thinking we siege this right now. They have a numbers advantage on us, 65,000 to our 45,000. But I don't think this matters. This is just a maneuver war at this point, right? So it seems fine. Sure, show in the count. He'll bring in some gold. And at this point, they're maneuvering poorly again. We have another opportunity. We've finished this siege. And we can come up here and fight them. We're going to catch another part of their force. So catching their forces piecemeal like this is very good for us. These guys are kind of close by. But they're not actually helping this force. Which is remarkable. We should consider heading this way. Well, I feel like that's maybe a little dangerous. We come here. Yeah. So we're going to lock in over here, and we're going to fight another section of their force piecemeal. That stack wipes. Wonderful. Now we're going to come down over this way. They've got good numbers down here. They've grouped together pretty well here. And they can siege these back pretty quickly. But keep in mind, ticking is on our side. They're heading up this way with their primary force. So once again, we can leave behind some units here. We can leave behind a couple units. I want this to be a fairly small force. We're going to need to keep our forces fairly together. But we can bring up a force kind of like this, and then we would want... I'm sure we have a siege commander here somewhere. Right? Yes, this guy. Phenomenal. So we're going to make our way up over this way. We're looking for a good opportunity to fight these guys. This is intriguing. Do we actually want to fight here? It's in plains. I feel like we're going to be better off fighting actually in the castle. So we would not go here. We would instead go here. They did start up a siege here. So we're going to go up this way. They're going to walk in and fight us here. Now, this is going to be interesting. I don't know how this battle is going to play out. We may end up losing this battle. To that end, I'm going to drop a rally point here. We're going to raise any additional troops that we have. We are also potentially going to bring in a couple of holy orders here, or at least one holy order. Actually, we can get a decent chunk of them. So we can get one... No, we can only get one holy order. Okay, that's fine. We can bring in a holy order, and we might want to bring in a small-ish merc... Or not really small. A relatively cheap merc force. Like this one would be okay. So we're going to bring these guys down to reinforce immediately. And we're continuing to raise here. So those reinforcements come in. Yeah, we're still losing this, sadly. Okay, and then they got caught there. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that they get there in time, but no. That's fine. So we're going to retreat both of these forces here. Okay, where are we... Oh, that's an awkward retreat. Okay, noted. These guys are probably stacked out. Yes. So for the moment, that's fine. We're going to group together here. Remember, ticking is still on our side. So for the moment, that's fine. How much did we lose from that? 27%. Okay, that's gross. So we're going to need to make our way back up over here, and we'll raise up any forces that we can over in, like, here. Okay. And we could always hire another Merc Force if we really wanted to. They have a big numerical advantage on us, which I didn't actually anticipate. But we can hire these guys. That's fine. And they're kind of spread out here. So planes, 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 right? Planes are not necessarily ideal. How long on this raise? 3 months? Okay. We're going to call that good for now, and we're going to wander up over this way. The real question here is, do we think we can take this before they move in? I kind of don't think that we can do that. They're a little too close together for comfort here. These guys are abandoning their siege. Oh, now that's interesting. All of them just abandoned their siege. That's solid. Okay, so they're grouping together. They're probably going to be walking in on us. We're going to walk away. Yeah, that's exactly what their plan was. So we're going to be hiding up here in these hills. Or not exactly hiding, but we're going to be sitting in these hills. Let's keep an eye on what they're up to. They're going to be walking in on us in the hills. Okay. They have a big numerical advantage, as I said. How much do we think we're going to get from this siege? Probably not enough to win the war. Okay. Other options. We can't get another Holy Order. We could hire in another force of mercenaries. And that might actually be a good idea here. We bring in, like, some crossbowmen here, and it will help boost our numbers. But it certainly won't get our numbers where they need to be to win this battle. We do have defensive territory. And can we get a better commander here? Not really is the answer. So we're just going to have to hold out here. It'll prevent them from sieging for a little bit. We'll do what we can damage-wise. And then we're going to walk over here. We're at 91%. And hopefully this siege is, or rather this battle is not going to be too bad in terms of war score. Oh, that is rough. Okay. That is quite rough in terms of war score there. So they're very grouped together at this point, and we're retreating down over here. Okay. Ticking is still on our side. We may have to white piece this war, which I didn't expect, to be honest. They have significant numerical advantage, which I expected it to be about even, based on the preview. So we're going to head down here with our siege force. These guys should be resupplying at this moment. So there's not really too much that we can do about this siege going on up here. We just need to prevent them from sieging our capital and getting the ticking, right? That's the main goal here. We did just discover banking, and they're going to take back some of that territory, but we're resupplying over here. The question is, what are they going to do after they take this territory? We still have a big advantage right now in the war. We can grab divided attention, and that's very solid for us. And that big advantage that we have is ticking, right? So ticking war score is a big deal for us. I'm going to merge these guys back together now that we've done some resupply. Where is their war leader? Okay, he's in that army. So we're going to head northward-ish here. I don't necessarily want to give battle, but I do want to prevent them from sieging our capital, right? That would be the goal here. If we have to, we're at 96%. Okay. Given pacings here, we might be able to pull this off. So here's what I want to do. I want to come up this direction. They finish their siege. So I don't actually want to go that way. I want to come around here. That's in farmlands. They're just sitting there right now, which is absolutely fascinating. Wait a second. Oh, this guy didn't rebel against us. Okay, we'll wander down over here. Our forces are working on regenerating, and we're going to get into position up here. They're moving into Toledo. No, they're not. They're going this way. Okay, that's a big mistake on their part. So this siege is going to be done in just 30 days. We don't need to fight them. It's over. They messed up. And we died. We drank ourselves to death. Okay, well, that was turbo awkward timing. That was perhaps the worst timing I have ever seen for a succession. We were literally moments away from finishing this Liberty War. Okay. That said, these guys lost a lot of troops. We need to conquer back these two areas. We need to get out of the Liberty War first. But because these guys lost a lot of troops, this is more doable. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to have to do that, and next episode we'll have to finish this up. That was turbo awkward timing. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. When we are going to get those territories back, it's not going to be a problem.